I'm Martin Chatfield of Crossways Farm, Cheriton Bishop in Devon. We farm approximately 250 acres, nearly all sheep, producing finished lambs. Yeah, we've got two flocks. We've got an organic flock and a conventional flock, as it were. Soil type goes, it's a real mix. There's a mixture of clay, shillet. It varies a lot, but it's predominantly a clay based. We have approximately 900 ewes at the moment and only about 30 or 40 cattle. We have approximately 100 acres of herbal leys and red clover. A lot of the ground, we've got a lot of ground that's in stewardship, so we can't do anything with that. So that sort of makes up the balance. This is a red clover ley. It's actually in its fourth year, which is nearly its last year. The red clover, we're trying to grow about 20 to 30 acres a year, literally for silage, and get 2 to 3 cuts of it. Last year we had 2, normally we get 3 cuts. The first cut is mainly grass, the second cut is 50-50 grass and clover, and the third cut is mainly clover. We've had red clover for a long time. Everyone said we were mad when we started growing it. But the herbal leys, I expect about 10 years now, but only sort of gradually we've got more and more into it as we've seen how well it's performed compared with anything else. Yeah, we found we were spending too much on concentrates and we weren't getting the performance out of the animals, and then I read a lot of stuff and did a lot of research, and we thought the herbal leys just intrigued me, that we could get everything we wanted out of the ground rather than buying in inputs, and so we gave it a try and it worked. So, you know, although the initial expense was frightening, once you've got into the system, the returns, yeah, they work. The herbal leys, we are on a rotation, working with vegetables, and then we paddock graze them as well, so that gives us the results we want. The organic flock, we lamb in May. They have no inputs at all. There's no concentrates fed. We finish 80% of the lambs by about November off grass using a paddock system. With the herbal leys with chicory in it. Chicory will keep growing, it grows like mad. It'll grow in dry conditions. The only problem is the second year you really have to keep on top of it. You have to rotational graze, otherwise it gets away and then it goes to seed. So it's literally hit it, take the sheep out, hit it, take the sheep out. Just keep on top of it the whole time. But you mustn't graze it heavily in the winter. If you eat the crown out, you'll kill it. We try not to put stock back in a field for 21 days, and we found don't know if it's right, but it seems to have helped on the worm. We never worm the organics. We've never had a problem by doing that, and also we found it helps with the feet problem. We don't have huge amounts of feet problems. Last year we tried slot seeding into some old pastures that it's actually rented, but we wanted more early and late grass, so we had a herbal ley, and then we added in cocksfoot for early growth, timothy for later growth, and a bit more clover, so that we get hopefully a better longer grazing season. This is a long-term ley. We got the lime levels right, and then we've used an Aitchison and put in a mixture of timothy, cocksfoot, herbs and clover, and this is the second year we've done it. We did it last spring and nothing germinated. Then in about October, when we actually had some rain, everything germinated, and yeah, it's looking good now. We keep them here until, we've got plate meter, and when it comes down to 1500 we'll move them again, and then we keep moving them backwards and forwards. It's sort of mob graze it, move them out, bring them back, so yeah, keep moving. Grown Cotswold seeds, yeah, for probably 15-20 years. We started off very small and then we found it worked, and we sort of experimented with different mixtures, and now we tend to ask for a mixture we want to put it together ourselves. We can ring Cotswold Seeds up and we can talk to someone and discuss it, say what we want, and they'll come up with suggestions, and we'll sort of work it out so that hopefully we get something that works.